extra time.
I think if you looked at the game so far, I think it's pretty even, to be fair. 2 for 60 to get Sharma just before the end of what was to be the end of play was very handy. But yeah, look, we added 100 runs today. Could that have been more? Possibly. But in saying that, 350 plus in the first innings at the Gabba is not a bad score. So we've got some runs on the board, but a lot of work to do. A lot of quality batsmen in the opposition. So it'll be an intriguing final few days.
I just wanted to know, what did you make of that Indian bowling performance, given it was one of the weakest, probably, or least experienced bowling attack, arguably, in a test match? And did anyone kind of stand out for you?
Yeah, I thought they were very consistent. And as you said, I don't think you'd call that bowling attack weak. I think you'd call it inexperienced. And you never know when you got a couple of new debutants within a team. You don't know how their careers are going to unfold. But I thought Washington Sundar in particular was disciplined and filled that role of Ravi Ashwin quite well, and kept it tight and was able to take some key wickets along the way. So for me, I suppose it was his ability to control the tempo of the game was the thing that stood out for me. Natarajan, shaped the ball early, so there's a lot to like about him. Left arm swing bowler, no doubt. He's inexperienced. He's only played 21 first class games as well to play his first Test match on this tour. I think it's a great achievement. So I think they held their own, and they applied pressure throughout the innings, and they made it difficult for us. There was times when we felt as though we could get on top, but they were able to bounce back and take key wickets at crucial times, and it was a great arm wrestle. So full credit to their attack. I suppose any time you've got an inexperienced bowling attack, it's 2 innings to a game, so they'll be under pressure to be able to back that up, and that's what Test cricket's all about. It's not just the first innings to judge anyone; it's across the entirety of the game, and they'll have a big job ahead of them in the second innings, as will our batting group. So look forward to what's to unfold.
Just the weather forecast for sort of the last 2 days of the Test isn't great. Is there a danger that given you need to win this Test to take the trophy, that you might try and rush things, or the players get a bit anxious and rather than sort of stick to the patience and process that they always preach?
No, I don't think there's any danger of that. I think, day to day that the weather forecast can change in Brisbane, as is the case. Look, I don't think there's going to be a rush from us. And as you know, when you're bowling, you can't speed up the game anyway. Look, it's all about the process, delivering the right balls in the right area and keeping it as simple as that. And, if it's good enough to roll them for a lower score, then that's great. And, you got the opportunity then with the bat to be able to accelerate the game. But as it stands at the moment, bowling, very little that we can do in terms of that acceleration of the game, as it's going to be process driven. And as we saw today, that, they've got some quality batters, and it's going to take some quality efforts from our men to be able to bowl them out in the first inning. And clearly on the back end of that, we've got to take 20 wickets for the game to be able to win it.
A lot's been made of the pitch. Players been saying that it's almost like a day 3, day 4 wicket at this stage. Given you guys have batted on it for a day and a half, what's been the assessment of it so far, and how's that sort of play into your hands given the next couple of days once we try and bowl India out?
Yeah, definitely a surface that was a lot drier than we're used to here at day one at the Gabba. So there was some cracking, appearing on the morning of day one, and clearly overnight that's opened up a little bit further. I'm not sure what the rain will have done to the wicket today. Maybe it helps it stay together and closed over a little bit. But as the game wears on in this heat in particular, those cracks should open up a fair bit more. And I think you'll see an acceleration in the game when the wicket starts to deteriorate. And that's not too dissimilar to wickets around the world. When they do start to deteriorate, the game does accelerate. So yeah, we're optimistic that will happen. If it doesn't, then we'll just have to find other ways to be able to conjure up wickets.
What did you think of play being called off early there? I mean, Tim Payne didn't look particularly happy. Did you and the rest of the side think that you could have got back on tonight?
Well, it wasn't out there to assess the conditions. The umpires have made that call, but no doubt disappointing for the spectators that stayed on towards the end there. The crowd was still pretty full, so it would have been nice to get some play at the end there, but clearly deemed by the umpires to be unsafe. I think that's the definition. I suppose the playing surface is unsafe in some areas, and clearly we wanted to get back out there. The spectators want us to get back out there, but the decision was made by the officials, and that's their role.
Hit the subscribe option and the bell icon to get all the exclusive sports videos on Extra Time.